Hey, what's going on YouTube? So today I'm going to showcase my endgame bow stamina Necromancer build for the Scribes of Fate DLC patch. This build is capable of pulling over 110k on the parse dummy and is viable for most group content. So starting off in the character sheet, I have 64 points in a stamina, and I'm running the Thief Mundus. For the race, we're a Dark Elf. I think Dark Elves have some of the best passives for stamina DPS. So for the food, our first choice would be Artam Takeaway Broth. A cheaper and almost as good alternative would be Dubious Cameron Throne. And lastly, if you're parsing or need more sustain, then Lava Foot Soup and Saw Rice is always the go-to. So for the potions, we're going to be using Essence of Weapon Power. Reason being is we need access to the buffs that it provides: Major Brutality, Major Savagery, and Major Endurance. Furthermore, make sure you have 3 points from the Alchemy skill line Medicinal Use to benefit from the full duration of the potions. For CP, for the blue tree, we're going to be running Wrathful Strikes, Deadly Aim, Master at Arms, and Exploiter. For the red tree, Bloody Renewal, Rejuvenation, Fortified, and Balanced Vitality. So for the gear, we're going to be running the standard Pillar plus Rally, and then an arena weapon, Slime Crawl, and Harpooners. So breaking it down in the main hand, we have a Pillar Nern Bow charged with a flame damage enchant. For the back bar, we have an infused Black Rose Bow with an increased weapon damage enchant. For the head, we have one piece medium Slime Crawl traded in Divines with max dam enchant. For 5 piece of the body, we have Reliquin, all traded in Divines with max dam enchants. And for the leg slot, we have one Harpooner's Waiting Kilt. This is in Divines with a max dam enchant as well. And lastly, for the jewelry, we have 3 pieces of Pillar Nern, all with weapon damage enchants traded in Bloodthirsty. So for the skills, we're going to be running Stalking Blast Bones, Lethal Arrow, Flex Spot. I do have Camo Hunter on here just for the extra passive bonus from Fighters Guild, Detonating Siphon, Lightweight Beast Trap, Flawless Dawnbreaker, Avid Boneyard, Magnum Shot, Endless Hail, Poison Injection, Skeletal Archer, and Shooting Star. So for the rotation, because of all the dot changes, it looks really funky, but breaking it down, it's going to be Blast Bones and then either 3 or 4 skills. I've split up the rotation into 3 different sections: Section A, Section B, and Section C. So Section A is going to be Blast Bones, Boneyard, Magnum Shot, and Endless Hail. Section B is Blast Bones, Detonating Siphon, Trap, Poison Injection, and Skeletal Archer. And Section C is Blast Bones and 3 Lethal Arrows. So the easiest way that I found was to prioritize Section A and Section B over C, and then refresh whichever one needed refreshing the earliest. And for Shooting Star, you could just replace that for one of your Lethal Arrows whenever you're on that part of the rotation. And another thing you can do is, if you want to go fully static, you can just focus on doing the rotation combination listed below. So for closing thoughts, first up, for the arena bow, instead of running Black Rose, Maelstrom, and Dragon Star would be perfectly okay. As a matter of fact, Dragon Star can be better in certain situations and does pretty much similar DPS. As far as gear alternatives go, you can run sets like Back Alley Gourmand, Sororia, Briarheart. Also, Whirl of Depths isn't bad either, especially if you run it on Weapon and Jewelry. And lastly, for a super easy to acquire but effective budget build would be Order's Wrath and Hunting's Rage. And that wraps the build explanation section of this portion. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comment section down below, or come join our Discord. Link is in the description. I will also have a written guide linked in the description for those who'd prefer that as well. And lastly, I'd like to mention that I do have a channel membership for those who'd like to go the extra step to help support me so I can work on more content creation. Anyways, feel free to stick around for the attached parse and outfit section at the end. If not, have a good day, and thank you again.